Hi, I'm Jim, and welcome to the second edition of DoTheLore. This episode is part 1 of a two-parter, and today's topic is the Battle of the Trembling Isle. A few key things happened during the Battle of the Trembling Isle that make me question how connected the world of Dota really is. So bear with me, because these next two episodes are going to go Game of Thrones on your ass. Everything in this part of the lore comes around full circle, and nothing I bring up will be irrelevant. Also, for the sake of good fun and throbbing conspiracy erections, I'm going to be making a few assumptions as we go along. These are things that aren't strictly related in the lore, but are way too convenient to be coincidence. I'm probably going to be upsetting some purists. But they're purists, so fuck 'em. Kunkka is the admiral of the Claddish Navy. This means it's his job to protect the isles of his people, the capital being the Trembling Isle. It's a good thing he's in charge too, since the Isles have been at war with these guys called the Demons of the Cataract for a good few years. So far everything's been under control, but things are about to get a lot worse for Kunkka. The Demons of the Cataract aren't mentioned in any lore except for Kunkka's, but I have a theory of where they came from, and it involves Bush, the Tinker. So Tinker, in his insatiable search for power over nature, travelled with some of his people to this place called the Violet Plateau, and found an underground laboratory there. So Tinker, confident that the technology wouldn't betray him like magic tends to do, tore open a portal in some realm beyond comprehension, sparking the Violet Plateau incident, which would kill all the Tinkers there except for Bush, wreath the plateau in a dark mist, and release countless horrors into the world. I believe these horrors may be the Demons of the Cataract that are plaguing Kunkka's people. Slithice the Naga Siren is one of the Slytherin Guard, which means that she can never fail in her duty. Literally. If a Slytherin Guard drops a plate, they're out of the order. If a Slytherin doesn't know how to loop-de-loop and pull, they're out. Not that they have feet, or shoes, or shoelaces, they still need to know how, because being a Slytherin Guard demands perfection. Naga Siren's job is to guard the Deep Ones, and the Deep Ones' job is to guard the Sunken Cities, and the Sunken Cities contain the Sunken Vaults, and the Sunken Vaults have some good-ass loot in them. Now the Slytherin Guard isn't just an honorary position, they guard one of the largest hoards of wealth on Earth, remembering that Dota is set on an alternate Earth similar to ours, and constantly have thieving demons and spirits summoned by land sorcerers to deal with. Oh, and all of this takes place underwater, just by the way. So with constant interference from land-dwelling would-be thieves, and the ever-present danger of volatile underwater politics keeping their skills keen, the Slytherin Guard are pretty much unstoppable, but along with Kunkka and the Demons of the Cataract, they're all about to have their shit completely wrecked. Leviathan the Tidehunter is unhappy. He's part of a highly intelligent, brutishly strong and fanatically religious race called the Leviathan that inhabit an underwater society known as the Maranthic Diaspora. The Leviathan, or at least the clan Tidehunter belongs to, remembering the politics of the Maranthic Diaspora are very complicated, hail a god known as Maelron the Tentacular. Not making that up. The Leviathan are aware of the Battle of the Trembling Isle raging overhead, and are being content to leave it be for some time. However, at some point, Tidehunter learns that the Isle's forces are being commanded by a certain admiral that he kinda doesn't like. His name's Kunkka. Tidehunter hates Kunkka, and he's going to betray his people just to get a shot at trying to kill him, and in his wrath he's going to destroy the entirety of both the Demon and the Isle's fleets, as well as sending out waves that will affect civilizations and heroes that have no idea the conflict is even happening. And it's all going to happen once the Leviathan launch a raid against the Slytherin in search of a single piece of treasure. And this is the part where I blue ball you guys really hard, because that's it for part 1 of the Battle of the Trembling Isle. Stay with us for part 2 later in the week, which you can do by subscribing or following us on Twitter at DoTheGames. If I've gotten anything wrong or you think my theories are dumb, which, they probably are, leave a comment, let me know. This is all open to interpretation, so I don't want to say that anything's particularly set in stone. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Catch you guys next time.